Insulation, the truth they're hiding. Mineral wool, Penoplex, cellulose insulation. Picture a winter evening when a furious blizzard howls outside your window, and a bone-chilling wind prowls like a predator, hunting for every single crack, even the tiniest one, to sneak into your home. You're sitting in your living room trying to warm yourself near a barely lukewarm radiator, watching in horror as your heating bill climbs higher by the minute, threatening to punch a massive hole right through your family budget. Or perhaps you're constantly tormented by the relentless noise of the city, the rumble of passing cars or your neighbors' voices, shattering the precious peace of your sanctuary. Even worse is that persistent damp chill you just can't seem to shake, no matter how hard you try. These aren't just minor annoyances, they're direct, painfully obvious consequences of choosing the wrong insulation, or worse yet, having none at all. This invisible but utterly indispensable guardian of your comfort and peace of mind plays a pivotal role in turning your house into a true home, not just a box made of walls. Today, we'll embark on an exciting journey through the world of thermal insulation materials, diving deep into their complex yet critically important essence. We'll uncover every secret and myth surrounding mineral wool, the innovative extruded polystyrene foam known to everyone as Penoplex, and eco-friendly cellulose insulation. We won't just list abstract specs from marketing brochures, we'll examine real-life situations and concrete examples so you can make a truly thoughtful, informed decision. Remember this, friends, choosing the right insulation isn't just a purchase, it's a far-sighted investment meant to last for decades, directly shaping the coziness, health, safety, and crucially, the financial well-being of your family for many, many years to come. Get ready to discover something that will transform your understanding of home warmth and bring real harmony into it. Let's begin our fascinating investigation with mineral wool, often simply called Minvata, a true time-tested veteran of the construction market and one of the most widely used insulation materials. What allows it to maintain its leading position and remain so popular among millions of builders worldwide? First and foremost, its truly unique non-combustibility. Imagine the worst-case scenario. Heaven forbid, a fire breaks out in your home. In those critical seconds when every minute, sometimes even every second counts, mineral wool becomes a real hero. It doesn't just slow the spread of flames by containing the fire's source. Crucially, it releases no toxic fumes, carbon monoxide, or harmful vapors while doing so. This gives you invaluable, precious time for your family to evacuate safely and for firefighters to extinguish the blaze effectively. This isn't just a line on a compliance certificate or a dry technical spec. It's real, tangible safety for your loved ones, a guarantee of life and health. Isn't that worth paying special attention to? Think about the deep sense of calm it would bring into your home, knowing you're maximally protected from fire and noise alike. Secondly, mineral wool boasts truly outstanding soundproofing qualities, capable of transforming your noisy world into an oasis of silence. Its special, dense yet fibrous structure absorbs unwanted external noise exceptionally well, whether it's the endless hum of city traffic, the persistent music from a neighbor's party, or even a baby crying from the apartment above. Your home becomes a true quiet haven where outside disturbances simply dissolve, leaving you alone with your thoughts and peace. Who among us doesn't dream of complete, absolute silence and tranquility in our own home after a stressful workday? Additionally, mineral wool has the important ability to breathe, ensuring natural and essential air exchange within building structures. This means it doesn't block the movement of water vapor, preventing condensation buildup inside walls and ceilings, which in turn eliminates the risk of mold and mildew, both hazardous to health and destructive to the building itself. In this way, it helps maintain a healthy indoor microclimate. However, as with any coin, mineral wool has its own equally important flip side, that every responsible homeowner must understand. Its main and arguably irreconcilable enemy is undoubtedly moisture. The moment mineral wool gets even slightly damp, whether from direct water exposure or just high humidity, it practically loses all its excellent thermal insulation properties. Water seeps between the fibers, displacing the air that serves as the primary insulator. As a result, instead of reliable insulation, you're left with a useless, heavy mass that not only fails to retain heat, but also accelerates the deterioration of load-bearing structures. That's precisely why meticulous waterproofing and vapor barriers are absolutely essential on all sides when installing mineral wool. Imagine how scrupulously and responsibly you must approach this stage to avoid negating all the material's original advantages and facing serious problems down the road. Even the tiniest mistake in this process can cost you dearly. Another key point to consider when working with mineral wool is its fibrous structure. Tiny fiber particles can cause severe skin, eye, and respiratory irritation upon direct contact or inhalation. Therefore, full personal protective equipment is always required during installation. Thick gloves, safety goggles, a reliable respirator or high-quality dust mask, and protective work clothing that fully covers the body. Safety isn't just a slogan here, it's a strict rule. There are different types of mineral wool, each with its own characteristics and applications. For instance, stone wool, made from molten basalt rock, is denser, more resilient, and longer lasting. It's ideal for insulating exterior walls, ventilated facades, and load-bearing structures. Glass wool, produced from stapled glass fibers, is lighter and more flexible, often used for interfloor ceilings, non-load-bearing framed constructions, and pitched roofs. Choosing between these two types usually depends on the specific part of the building you plan to insulate. Now let's turn to another equally significant and undeniably modern hero of the construction market: extruded polystyrene foam, universally known by the brand name Penoplex. This represents a fundamentally different approach to thermal insulation, based on entirely different physical principles. Its key and most outstanding advantage is its phenomenally low thermal conductivity, one of the lowest among all existing insulators. Can you imagine that a mere 5 cm layer of Penoplex can provide the same heat retention as several tens of centimeters, or sometimes even half a meter of brick masonry? That's an astonishing level of efficiency. This property allows you to save significant interior space, since achieving the same insulation effect requires a layer several times thinner, making it invaluable, especially in small rooms or during renovations where every square centimeter is worth its weight in gold. Another undeniable, truly massive advantage of Penoplex is its near-total water resistance. Unlike fibrous insulators, Penoplex absorbs virtually no water thanks to its closed cell structure, and it retains its insulating properties even during prolonged direct contact with moisture. Consider how much this simplifies design and dramatically extends the lifespan of your structures. This makes it truly ideal for insulating parts of the building constantly exposed to moisture: foundations, especially below-grade ones, basements, foundation slabs, ground floor slabs, wet areas like bathrooms or swimming pools, and for creating reliable and long-lasting inverted roofs. Imagine how securely your home would be protected from dampness and freezing with this material. Plus, Penoplex is highly durable and can withstand significant mechanical loads without deforming. This quality allows it to be safely used under floor screeds in living rooms or in load-bearing applications like garage floors, driveways, or even beneath landscape design elements. However, as is often the case, this solution comes with its own significant trade-offs and compromises. One of the most important is its flammability. Although modern grades of extruded polystyrene are treated with special flame retardants that give them self-extinguishing properties, meaning the material stops burning once the direct flame source is removed, its flammability is still noticeably higher than that of completely non-combustible mineral wool. This is a critical factor that must never be ignored when designing a building's overall fire safety strategy. Additional protective measures and strict compliance with building codes are always necessary. Moreover, Penoplex is virtually impermeable to water vapor. This creates a thermos effect in the home, excellent for retaining heat, but potentially problematic in living spaces that require constant, robust air exchange to maintain a healthy indoor climate. In such cases, you must pay very close attention to installing a high-quality mechanical ventilation system. Otherwise, you risk excessive humidity and stuffiness. As for cost, Penoplex is generally priced somewhat higher than traditional mineral wool, but its exceptional durability, extremely high efficiency, and ease of installation often fully justify the higher initial investment. Finally, we come to cellulose insulation, a relatively new but highly intriguing material that continues to spark lively debate. Made from what seems like simple recycled paper pulp, its standout features are its absolute eco-friendliness and safety for both people and the environment. Just imagine your home insulated with a material that's essentially recycled paper, but not ordinary paper, paper enhanced with special additives. It contains natural flame retardants like borax and boric acid. These substances not only protect the material from ignition by making it self-extinguishing, but also reliably repel rodents and insects that love to damage insulation. Isn't that a true marvel of modern technology combining environmental care with practical benefits? Cellulose insulation has a unique ability to be applied as a completely seamless layer. It literally fills every tiny void, every crack and irregularity, eliminating so-called thermal bridges. And it's precisely these invisible bridges that often cause massive heat loss in poorly insulated homes. Unlike standard board or roll insulations that always have joints, cellulose wraps the entire structure like a single, dense, warm blanket with no seams at all. This means you get not only exceptional thermal performance, but also superior sound insulation, comparable to the best available options. Additionally, cellulose has a remarkable ability to breathe, much like natural wood, regulating humidity levels and maintaining an optimal indoor climate. The air in such a home always feels fresh, light, and comfortable, never too dry or overly damp. However, the installation process for cellulose is its Achilles heel. It requires specialized equipment, such as powerful blowing machines and highly skilled, experienced professionals. It's applied either dry, blown into enclosed cavities, or wet sprayed with an adhesive solution for exterior applications. This significantly complicates DIY installation and makes professional involvement essential. Ask yourself, are you ready for this approach and the additional costs associated with such specialized but highly effective work? Another important nuance to consider when choosing cellulose is its potential for settling over time. This is especially true with poor quality installation, where the material isn't packed densely enough. Such settling can create unfilled gaps, so-called air pockets, which essentially act as thermal bridges and reduce overall insulation effectiveness. While modern manufacturers continuously refine their formulations and application techniques to minimize this risk, it can't yet be entirely eliminated. Cellulose is also less resistant to prolonged direct contact with large amounts of water compared to Penoplex, although it's worth noting that it recovers its insulating properties much better than mineral wool after fully drying out. Still, for those seeking the most eco-friendly, breathable, seamless, and highly efficient solution for their home, cellulose insulation is undoubtedly one of the most attractive and promising options on today's construction market. So after our deep dive into the world of insulation materials, which one will become your ideal, reliable companion in the long and successful battle for home warmth, coziness, and comfort? As you've probably realized by now, the choice is far from straightforward and depends on a vast array of factors. For insulating wooden structures, where high vapor permeability and maximum eco-friendliness are paramount, cellulose or mineral wool with strict adherence to proper vapor barrier protocols would undoubtedly be an excellent, nearly perfect choice. On the other hand, for insulating foundations, basements, or foundation slabs, areas dominated by constant moisture and soil contact, extruded polystyrene, Penoplex, will shine brightest, showcasing its exceptional water resistance. When it comes to wall insulation, any of these three materials can be successfully used, but only with careful, attentive consideration of their individual characteristics. Mineral wool demands meticulous moisture protection and a well-designed ventilation gap. Penoplex requires a properly organized mechanical ventilation system, and cellulose absolutely depends on professional, high-quality installation. Always keep in mind the critically important issue of flammability. If fire safety is your absolute, non-negotiable top priority, then non-combustible mineral wool is clearly the undisputed favorite. If your main goal is maximum energy efficiency with the thinnest possible insulation layer, for instance, to avoid reducing room area, then Penoplex will undoubtedly take the lead. And if your heart is set on maximum eco-friendliness, a breathable home, and seamless insulation without a single gap, then cellulose should definitely capture your attention. The most important message we sincerely want to convey to each of you today is this firm, unshakable belief. There is no and cannot be a universal one-size-fits-all solution that works perfectly for everyone and every situation. Every house, every individual structural element, even different parts of the same house, whether walls, roof, floor, or foundation, requires a uniquely tailored, deeply considered, and comprehensive analysis. It's like having a custom-tailored suit that fits flawlessly. Now that you're armed with this truly valuable knowledge, you'll no longer blindly trust advertising slogans or uncritically accept the advice of salespeople and builders. Instead, you'll be able to ask them truly insightful, precise, and meaningful questions, fully understanding the real substance behind every proposal and argument they present. Don't stop here, friends. The world of construction and new technologies is constantly evolving. Keep studying the details, dive deeper into the subject. Don't hesitate to consult independent experts and seek out additional information. Remember, your home is not just walls and a roof. It's your true fortress, your reliable sanctuary, and only you, through your conscious choices, care, and attention, determine how warm, safe, cozy, and healthy it will be for you and your loved ones. May your choices always be thoughtful, truly wise, and far-sighted, and may your home be genuinely comfortable, wonderfully cozy, and filled with authentic joy. Stay endlessly curious, keep striving for new knowledge, and may warmth, light, and a sincere sense of comfort forever fill every corner of your home, reliably shielding it from even the harshest weather and transforming it into a true earthly paradise.